I'm laughing away today because I've sort of followed the ludicrous logic of Ed Miliband, and I've come up with this great idea to stop them putting solar panels all over people's houses, because apparently solar panels create a very nice and warm environment for pigeons who like to nest there, thereby creating, you know, dirt, horribleness, you know, the usual stuff that follows pigeons around, and the potential for bird flu, of course. So, you know, despite the fact that he's buying all these solar panels that are made by slave labour in China, this is another reason not to put them on.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many reasons not to put them on. Whenever I walk past a house with solar panels, I just think, what a show-off that person is. It's as much about signaling your eco-virtue as it is about actually generating energy. That's
Right.
what they're really about. That's why you see them in those kind of very leafy suburbs. You'll see kind of solar panels, people showing off. But, you know, the fact that Labour is not going to block solar panels that were potentially made by supply chains that have slaves in them.
Yeah.
I mean, that really sums up modern day environmentalism. You know, there is no price too high for their climate change crusade. They will do anything to prove how serious they are about stopping the so-called apocalypse, even taking solar panels made by people who are enslaved or paid very badly or treated badly. You know, their virtue comes before everything else, even the rights of workers in China. It's a very interesting moment.
Well, isn't it just? It's a bit like watching those maniacs in America setting fire to Teslas and spray painting them and apparently making them the enemy of the state now because they're owned by Elon Musk, as opposed to the fact that they're supposed to save the world.
Yeah, well, the anti-Tesla thing is so fascinating because, you know, a few years ago, these same people would have been buying Teslas and driving them and saying, look how wonderful we are. We're saving the planet. We're saving billions of people's lives. And now they're turning on them or selling them or even in some cases burning them because they hate Elon Musk so much. And why do they hate Elon Musk? It's because he lets people speak on the internet. You know, the biggest crime ever, apparently. He lets women say that men aren't women. He lets people express their discomfort with mass immigration. He lets people express themselves, and that's what they really hate. And of course, they hate the fact that he's taken a sword to the bloated bureaucratic state in America, which I wish someone would do in England as well, by the way.
Yeah, so do I. Absolutely right. Unfortunately, they haven't quite got the cojones to do it here. Brendan, we've got to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed for talking to us. Brendan O'Neill, Chief Political Writer at Spike.